Hi everybody, here we are at the Calgary Stampede. We're your official taste testers today on the Midway. It is family day, lots of families out and about. So we have a few items here we're going to try. I'm here with Sophie, Jessica, and Chris. My name's Michelle. So let's get started.
Sophie, you want to tear into that?
I do. Alright, Sophie here is going to try the Moowich. Which is, I believe, vanilla ice cream sandwiched between 2 chocolate chip cookies.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's messy.
How do we feel about that?
All right, Sophie, your first reaction.
Cold. My first reaction is cold.
How are the cookies? Are they fresh and moist?
The cookies are fresh and still crisp, not soggy from the ice cream yet. The ice cream is very cold, probably a little bit too thick, but delicious.
All right, we have a verdict from Sophie. Would somebody else like to try this? Jessica?
No, Jessica.
I'm gonna go with Chris's technique of the
lick.
The lick, yeah.
Tell us more about this. Tell us more about this strategy, Chris.
Well, you want to keep your fingers as clean as possible, so you have to do the initial. Get the really soft stuff off the sides before you go in for the bite. And you can see she's using the counterclockwise method.
And Jessica, how is that ice cream?
The ice cream is delicious. I'm gonna say premium ice cream.
Creamy?
Uh-huh. Oh God.
All right, folks, she's gonna bite in, I think. Oh, and she's only biting into one side of the cookie.
Small bite technique. Yes, because you can't squish. If you squish, you'll lose it.
I like the crisp cookies. I'm usually like a moist cookie fan, I have to say, but I do like the crispy cookie in this context.
Excellent. There you have it, folks.
I feel like that's not going to happen.
So are we giving this out of 5 stars? What's your rating?
I'd say a solid like 3.5.
Yeah, tasty but messy.
There you have it, folks.
All right.
Would you be impressed if someone took you for a date and gave you a cookie?
I would be more impressed with the pork chop on a stick, but I'm that kind of girl.
Agreed.
All right, what are we going to tear into next? We have the deep fried Twinkie, the deep fried cheesecake, or the bloomin' onion, which I feel like we should have that one because it's still warm.
Yes.
That'll be
The blooming onion.
All right, Chris, you were really stoked to try this.
About the blooming onion.
So, have you had the bloomin' onion at, say, Chili's before?
The last time I had a blooming onion was in Nashville, Tennessee. And it was delicious, as well as with gator on a stick, which you tried the gator on the pizza yesterday. And it's really hard to go wrong with deep fried onion and ranch dip.
All right. So what are you expecting out of this? What are your wildest dreams for the bloomin' onion?
A good batter to onion ratio, some nice crispness, not too much oil. I noticed they did let them drip for quite a while, so you don't have an oily substance. As well as you want it to stay together, so you can get some good dipping on it.
And can you just quickly, before you dig in there, what is this in the middle?
Chipotle ranch, maybe? Some sort of dip.
It is a secret sauce.
And the guy's making it, though, when he did it, I was watching. It's already pre-spiced, but he opens it up, gives it a quick open with his hands, and then spun into the batter. So there was some rotation going into the batter, then to the fryer.
Wow, that is amazing. All right, here he goes. It looks, he's nodding his head in approval.
Crispy.
Yes.
And soft on the inside.
Yes.
Not too onion, nice sweet onion. And the dipping sauce is good.
What's the flavor of the dipping sauce? What are you tasting in there, Chris?
Be in by 2:30 to get in today's draw.
Ranch with a little bit of je ne sais quoi.
We are oh so French here at the Calgary Stampede. Je ne sais quoi.
At the end of the stampede.
All right, here goes Jessica.
Your Kinsman Truck and Toys tickets and your Rotary Dream Homes tickets.
that's fantastic.
It's good.
It would go well with pork on a stick.
It would go famously with pork on a stick.
I think I might try some of this. I'm not an onion ring fan, but we'll see.
It's not onion ringy.
It's not onion ringy.
Not at all?
So,
No, because you find onion rings are too battery often.
yeah.
All right, here we go. I like that. Yeah, it's a win.
Nice. Oh, all right.
Finish it off, Sophie.
Oh, finish it off. Yeah, I'll just finish this off now. Or
Getting intense. Wow, that's a lot.
yeah, that is a lot of onion.
What we really need are official bibs. Taste testing
We'll get
bibs.
into that next year. We'll put
I
it in the
want
budget.
that.
Sophie, what are you thinking?
It's pretty good. Yeah. I think the sauce could be a little bit more
I could use more
ranchy.
Yeah.
More
pepper.
kick.
Yeah.
All right, well, there you have
That
it.
is good, but the sauce could use more.
Say, out of 5, what are we giving this one? I'm gonna go with like a 4.
I would say a 4. Yeah.
I'd say a 4 as well. I'd give the onion probably a 4.5 and the sauce a 3.
Averages it out.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 3.5, just because I think the sauce could use a little bit more je ne sais quoi.
All right.
All right, we have two treats left to try here. We have what we think is a deep fried Twinkie and some deep fried cheesecake. So stand by, watchers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to die of a heart attack today.
All right. I like food on a stick, so we're going with the Twinkie first. It's got chocolate, it looks like, and some icing sugar, some good presentation, a nice drizzle, which is what you look for when you got Twinkie on a stick, I guess.
You'll still be eligible for the 4 o'clock draw for $10,000.
Really get the sounds of her eating.
Thank you for that.
It looks delicious.
It is phenomenal. Oh my gosh, you guys have to try that.
So tell us about the taste explosion in your mouth that's happening right now.
Literally exploded all over my hands, which is delightful. It's very it's like a Twinkie but better. It's moist but a little bit crispy on the crispy outside. The icing sugar and the chocolate really set it off.
So this isn't your typical childhood Twinkie.
No, this has blown my mind when it comes to Twinkies. This is a whole new level of Twinkie.
Does Calgary potentially have a new obesity problem with the deep fried Twinkie?
I don't think it's new. I think there's always like the Stampede 15. It's like the freshman 15 but compacted. So yeah, but yeah, if that was available on a day-to-day basis, I would be very, very worried.
Rotund.
Yes.
We're actually calling today Fat Kid Day on the Midway.
Fat Kid Sunday. Come on down.
My inner fat kid is so happy.
Oh.
I know, right? It has blown your Twinkie mind.
Let me hold the mic for you.
All right, here we go. I expect this to be life-changing and nothing less. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is good. Butterfield guarantee.
Let's see here.
Come on over, folks. Don't be shy. Lions Lucky Loot tickets here.
The cream melted. Very delicious.
I do. The cream did sort of mix in, so you don't have the full-on cream center, but it's sort of distributed throughout. It's delightful. I would say this one's a 5 for me, and the fact that it's on a stick makes it oh so much better.
I agree, Jessica. This is a solid 5 for me as well, too.
$310,000.
I think a 5. The only thing you could do even better is various garnishes. Like a raspberry sauce or something.
Oh, there could be we've got a donut place now. We have a Crave cupcake place. We should have a gourmet Twinkie place. This may take off.
How about Twinkie poutine? Just wrap up everything.
I love it.
So much.
I love it.
Yeah.
We could make that ourselves. Buy a poutine, get a Twinkie, throw that on top.
That's the next
I
segment.
don't know if I would go with gravy though. I'd go chocolate sauce and like a sharp cheese, like an old cheddar. An old cheddar with a Twinkie and then a nice like chocolate coffee sauce on top.
Delightful. That's our next segment.
I'd love to make it at home.
All right. So last one is the cheesecake. So who wants to tear into this one first?
I'll be the guinea pig.
You do the honors?
Yeah. This looks like it's crispy. It might be hard to get into. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're having some destruction of the cheesecake here.
So it looks like it might be slightly rolled in some sort of almost like a, instead of just battered, it might be like a pastry roll around it that's then subsequently deep fried.
15 minutes to get your tickets in time for today's $10,000 draw.
She's contemplating. This is obviously she's weighing all of her options.
It's reminiscent of something from my childhood, but I'm not sure. I'm definitely tasting the cheesecake, and the breaded crust around it tastes more you're getting more of the crust flavor of
Like
a traditional,
crust.
yeah, of a traditional cheesecake, and it's really nice. It's a good balance. I like it. Who would like to try next, Jessica?
Sure.
Get in there.
My arteries are already taking a kick today. We might as well just
Find all that? Red wine.
yes.
How so?
A glass a day. It's good for you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Or maybe just not eating
Right.
deep fried food all day, every day.
Right.
Or maybe a candy apple.
Get your rotary dream
What do you think?
That is quite nice. Speaking of wine, it would be good with like a nice Pinot Grigio deep fried cheesecake. I feel like that's a really good option. I agree with Michelle. The crust flavors. It's a nice deep fried crust, which is nice, and the cheesecake is very smooth, very velvety. So yeah, this is definitely. I don't know if it's like below my mind Twinkie level, but it's pretty good.
Who's next? All right, Sophie. I'll get some of that cheesecake. The cheesecake is literally gushing out of the pastry crust.
high graded.
We're hearing noises, no words yet.
There's some cinnamon inside, actually. When you get far enough in, very tasty, I'd say. Not as good as a Twinkie, actually. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought the cheesecake would be better, but very tasty nonetheless.
Let's take a look.
What would your wine pairing be with this, Sophie?
I have to say I'm more of a beer person. So maybe a nice medium-bodied, I think.
Like a red ale, maybe like a light, or like a honey brown?
Yeah, a Rickard's Red or a Honey Brown for sure.
I agree. Now, Chris, please try this cheesecake and tell us your hard alcohol pairing that you would pair with this.
So I think it looks like there's your traditional cheesecake crust, but I think I would have gone with a puff pastry instead of like just a rolled pastry, but we'll see. Looks good.
Critiquing cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
You got a big bite there.
It's gonna be a few minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Chewing leg time.
He really got a lot in his mouth there.
It's kind of impressive.
I should have been given a knife. But it's good, but I would have used a different pastry.
Yeah?
It's not the Twinkie.
It's not the Twinkie.
Would you have gone something lighter and flakier, perhaps?
Or the light, like sweet puff pastry.
Okay. Got you.
And not as much.
Yeah.
And then serve it on a stick.
If you
Put
were,
it on a stick, it makes it so much better.
so if you were going to prepare
And I probably
a,
would have put some berries in it.
Ah,
Because I'm getting a lot of like nice texture.